Hi guys, Jared here with Day Traders FX. I hope you guys had a great weekend and I hope you're ready to get back to these markets. There's a lot of things to talk about. We're right at the start of the week, so we're waiting for a few little details to play out, but there's some great levels to watch in the meantime and some good setups. I just wanted to put up the calendar really quick. The higher impact news announcements that we have this week, we have a few less this week than we do other weeks, but there is some significant enough reports every single day that we should see some pretty good movement. So just kind of keep an eye on that. Existing home sales we had today. We've got some retail sales and trade balance for some various countries coming up. Some more home sales for the U.S., durable goods, and so on coming up for the U.S. as well. So we should have enough activity in the works to get these markets moving, but not too much where it's sometimes tough to trade when there's a lot of news because we're constantly waiting for things and we're constantly trying to kind of fight the battle just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to talk about the euro dollar. The few things that I'm looking at, number one, is we have a missed daily pivot back here on about Monday or Tuesday of last week, Tuesday I guess maybe, and that's down at 130, just around the 130.45 area. And then we've started this week off with a missed weekly pivot that's around 131.20, and you can see the current market price is just below 13200. We're at 131.90 right now. Now, what we did see happen was a nice little run up in the UK and US sessions where we saw the euro kind of break some highs, pull back, and then break those highs again just to create this huge reversal candle right here. This nice little 1 hour pin bar is a great thing to look at and to trade against potentially. Now, a couple things to watch for and to keep in mind here is we have the highs of last week, which we broke, made an attempt at it, kind of failed off that, and then we broke those highs, which were about 131.75. And you can see that our high of the Fed news here was around 132.05. We made a stab at that and we're kind of failing off of that, and that's where this euro dollar currently is. That 132.05 area is going to be important. Above 132.05, you know, if the market can get above that and stay above that, then that is very significant. That should help the pair continue much higher. We have all these long wicks, and so we expect a little bit of a run up from all that price rejection we're getting down here at the 130 area. But we're again having a little bit of trouble at this 13200, 132.05 zone, and so we may be able to take a little bit of advantage of that weakness against that area. So a couple of things that I'm looking at are, number one, currently from the high here, which is around 132.18, we are about 26 or 27 pips away from that. If we get up just a little bit closer, maybe up to around 13200, I would be very interested in shorting with a fairly tight stop against this high, targeting the missed weekly pivot, which is 131.20. I don't know if we're going to get to this missed daily pivot just yet. That one's probably going to be out there a few more days, if not a few weeks. But I think our weekly pivot should be hit a little bit sooner than later. So again, I'm looking, right around the 13200 area to get short against this high, which is 132.18, targeting this 131.20. Now, if we don't get that, if you don't get an entry there, if a couple of things like that don't happen, then the other opportunity would be to buy off of this level. I think we have a good opportunity to buy off of about 131.25 to as low as 13100. I think that'll be a good zone to get long on the euro dollar as well. Once again, targeting 13200 and 132.50, and ultimately potentially we could see the euro get as high as some of those previous highs of 13400. But for the moment, I really like that little trade against that high. You can see on some of the shorter time frames all of that price rejection. This is a 15-minute chart. We made a stab at it, failed. Another poke at it, and came off that pretty strongly. So we can definitely see that the market is not quite ready to get up above that 13200 just yet, although it's close. So good opportunity to short against that. If we don't get that entry, then let's buy against these this weekly pivot and support down here 132.20 area. So let's go for that. Best of luck, guys. We'll have more details coming out on Twitter, screenshots, and we'll also have the daily the daily wrap-up session today at 4 p.m. Pacific. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.